don't mean to alarm anybody at home, but it appears the recently deceased are returning to life. What's more, they are challenging everybody's favourite universal monsters in this exciting contest of the clueless. First up, it's the mummy versus a zombie in a game of Twister. The mummy makes the fist move, left hand red. The zombie spins and get right leg green. Now it's left leg blue for the bandaged boy. And, oh no, it appears one of his bandage has come loose and is wrapped around the zombie's limbs. Now the bandage has become entrangled, and oh no, the zombie's arm has severed in half from decay, no doubt, and the tension of the bandage. Without all his limbs he is disqualified, and this round in contest of the clueless goes to our local hero, the mummy. Our next unlikely event is zombies versus the Invisible Man in a game of battleships. The zombie makes the first move, pawing at the game pieces like an absolute cretin. The Invisible Man is wearing no clothes at all, and we presume he is even here at all. Yes, some pieces are hovering of their own volition, but it's no doubt the Invisible Man. He may have peeked over at his opponent's moves because he is scoring direct hits on his opponent's battleships. Yes, this round is short indeed, with the Invisible Man making a clean sweep of his opponent. The zombie looks perturbed. Our next round features Frankenstein's monster versus zombies in a game of Connect 4. Frankie makes the first move, choosing the red. Zombie goes in for a line, but is foiled by Frank, who appears more interested in a nearby scenic lake and a young girl with flowers in her hair than the game at hand. Zombie almost gets a line. Frankie fumbles somewhat with the pieces due to his ham-like hands. Frankenstein's monster appeared to be losing his cool under the pressure. He raises both fists in a Hulk-like manner and brings them smashing down onto both the Connect 4 game and his opponent, seemingly destroying both in move. While his opponent is a literal disembodied bloodied mess, the destruction of the game board and lack of any lines unfortunately disqualifies Frankie from this round. Next up, it's the Wolfman versus Zombie in a game of Risk, the game of global domination. Wolfman makes his moves with troops moving into Australia, a rather foolish move trying to conquer a prison colony of no strategic value. Zombie marshals his troops in Central America, possibly looking to a launching point into other continents. Wolfman is on the march, massing troops now in Ireland, Scotland and Wales. Perhaps he will take the time to enjoy some haggis and a pint at the local. Zombie now has taken all of South and North America, but now he's sending his troops into the frozen north of Canada, where they will die of cold and starvation. What a foolish move at this hour. Wolfman concedes France to zombie forces. Now he's taking his rather sharp claws, decapitates the zombie in one move, and places the severed head, still twitching, onto the game board. He completes his conquest with his opponent unable to make any more moves. He takes this round in the contest of the clueless. Moving on. The creature from the Black Lagoon has entered a 3-stage relay versus zombies with the first round a swim, before a bike ride, finishing with a sprint. The creature from the Black Lagoon pulls all the zombies down into the mud and the muck, swims a luxurious lap, then takes his sweet time to complete the rest of the course, struggling especially with the bicycle portion of the event. Luckily, his coach, Filator the Magnificent, was on hand with some medical tape to assist with the webbed hands and feet, and tips on pedalling. The creature is the undisputed winner in this round. Now, a quick word about our sponsor. Today's events are proudly sponsored by Zombie Zap.
Attention mates, sick of stumbling into your backyard only to find a zombie barbecue? Get yourself some Zombie Zap spray, the ultimate undead repellent, now stronger than ever with our Aussie blend of garlic, silver particles and a splash of Vegemite for extra punch. Whether you're outback camping or just walking the dog, one spray and those pesky brain munchers will scatter faster than a roo on a hot day. Zombie Zap, keeping you safe so you can keep calm and crack open a cold one.
Tired of those pesky undead ruining your day? One spray of Zombie Zap and you'll be walking undead free. Now with extra garlic and silver particles for double the monster protection. Our final round today is Zombies versus Dracula in a sack race over 100 metres. The zombies are lined up on their starting blocks. The starters, pistols fires. Zombies are shambling along quite nicely, even if some are going in the right direction. It's good to see them putting in the effort. Dracula, Lord of the Vampires, has turned into a bat and is flying with his sack to the finish line in record time. Unfortunately, he is disqualified, as the rules state the sack must remain in contact with the ground for the duration of the race. Dracula seems unhappy with the result and moves over to the judges' table. The judges' decision is final. They are having none of it. Feeling contempt for these mortals on this day in his finest hour as a true champion, Dracula slashes the throats of all 4 judges, and now he is pouring their blood into wine glasses at the table. He sits down and puts his feet up and sips away on a pint of the old carotid cherry red, bringing today's horror and festivities to a conclusion. Join us next week. Why don't you us cover the annual Robots vs Dinosaurs event? It's sure to be chock full of carnage and frivolity. Fair warning, a small portion of the audience does tend to get accidentally eaten or lasered to death each year, so be sure to bring the kids and ye nan.